Hi, I am Manila Dugar from Codecademy. Welcome to this video on understanding prompt complexity. In this video, we will understand what is prompt complexity, when to use simple prompts and complex prompts, common challenges with prompt complexity, how to manage complex prompts effectively. By the end, we will know how to handle prompt complexity to get better AI assistant responses. What is prompt complexity? Prompt complexity refers to how much information or instruction we include in a single prompt. Not all prompts are created equal. Recognizing the difference between simple and complex prompts ensures we choose the right approach for each situation. Simple prompts contain basic requests with minimal details and are suited for straightforward tasks. In contrast, complex prompts include detailed specifications and layered instructions that guide the AI assistant through sophisticated or multi-step tasks. Simple tasks call for simple prompts, while advanced tasks require more complex prompts. Using an inappropriate level of complexity can lead to the poor results. Understanding prompt complexity help us match the prompt to the task. When to use simple prompts. Quick information retrieval. Use simple prompts to obtain direct answers to specific questions such as general facts, definitions, or brief explanations. Explore topics. When exploring a new topic and willing to understand the basics before diving deeper, simple prompts help us get oriented quickly. Time-sensitive requests. Simple prompts are ideal for time-sensitive requests as they are faster to write and process. Testing AI understanding. Simple prompts help us check whether the AI assistant understands the topic before moving to more complex requests. When to use complex prompts. We use complex prompts when we have specific requirements for the purpose that a simple prompt cannot fulfill. Multi-step process. We use complex prompts for the tasks that involve multiple steps, different types of information, or coordinated elements that must work together. Complex prompts help guide the AI assistant through the entire process. Specific audience needs. Complex prompts are needed when content must be customized for a particular audience with different needs, knowledge levels, or preferences. Tasks requiring reasoning and analysis. Complex prompts guide the AI when logical reasoning, drawing conclusions, or detailed analysis is needed. For instance, asking the AI assistant to analyze a research paper and extract key findings. Quality control requirements. Complex prompts include constraints such as rules, formats, themes, or limits that guide the AI assistant to produce consistent, accurate, and relevant output. These constraints help control the quality of the response. Identify prompt complexity levels. We can identify different levels of prompt complexity by recognizing the following key indicators. Low complexity. It involves a prompt focused on a single task, asking for basic information without formatting specifications. Balanced complexity. It involves a prompt with one central task and two to three specific details. It also includes particular formatting specifications or audience requirements where all instructions relate to one goal. High complexity. It involves a prompt that includes multiple tasks combined with extensive details and many unrelated requirements. It also includes conditional instructions like if this, then that. For a quick check, count the number of tasks, instructions, and requirements in the prompt. This will help to determine the complexity level we are working with and whether we need to simplify or restructure our approach. Common challenges with prompt complexity. When working with AI assistants, prompt complexity can create challenges that reduce response quality. Let's look at few main challenges. First, vague responses. Low prompt complexity often leads to generic or overly broad answers because the AI assistant lacks sufficient guidance and context to provide specific relevant information. Second, overwhelmed responses. High prompt complexity can overwhelm AI assistants, leading to incomplete responses or focusing on only some requirements while ignoring others. The AI assistant struggles to handle too many instructions at once. Third, limited creativity. When prompt complexity is too high, it can limit the AI assistant's ability to provide creative or innovative responses. Overly detailed requirements can restrict the AI assistant's natural problem solving abilities. Fourth, inconsistent results. High prompt complexity often leads to different outputs each time. This happens because the AI assistant may interpret parts of the prompt differently with each request, making responses less predictable. Finally, diminishing returns. Increasing prompt complexity doesn't always improve results. Sometimes lower complexity produces better outcomes than overly detailed instructions. More complexity can actually hurt response quality rather than improving it. Remember, the goal is finding the right balance between detail and clarity for optimal AI assistant performance. How to manage prompt complexity effectively. When working with prompts, we need to understand how to manage complexity to achieve the right balance for optimal AI assistant responses. Balanced complexity. First, we aim for balanced complexity. We provide enough detail to guide the AI assistant without overwhelming it with too many instructions or requirements. Structure requirements. When complexity increases, prompts are organized using clear sections, numbered lists, paragraphs, bullet points, or other formatting. This helps the AI assistant process information systematically. Prioritize instructions. Not all requirements are equally important, so we indicate which elements are essential versus optional. This helps the AI assistant focus on what matters most when it cannot fulfill every requirement. Avoid contradictory instructions. Avoid giving contradictory instructions in the prompt. For example, Requesting for both brief and detailed explanations at the same time creates confusion and can lead to mixed responses. Test gradually. We can test prompt complexity gradually. We need to start with a simpler version of our prompt and add details step by step. This helps us identify which element improve results and which creates confusion. Document what works. Finally, keep track of successful prompts at different complexity levels. This will help you choose the right approach for similar future tasks and build prompt library over time. By thoughtfully managing prompt complexity, we can get better, more reliable results from the AI assistants while avoiding common pitfalls that reduce response quality. Before we wrap up, let's recall what we learned about prompt complexity. Prompt complexity refers to the amount of detail we include in a single prompt. Simple prompts work well with simple tasks like basic facts and brief explanations, while complex prompts are needed for multi step tasks. Identifying and matching the prompt complexity to the task helps get better results. Managing complexity means clearly structuring requirements and prioritizing instructions. Avoid common challenges like overwhelming the AI assistant or conflicting instructions. The key is to find the right balance. Start simple, focus on essentials, and increase complexity only as needed to get better responses from the AI assistant. Thank you.